Hello and welcome. My name is Lauren Crawford. I'm a member of Flotilla 5498. What we're going to be doing today is uncovering the mystery of the 7029-hour submission form. So to start off with, what we are going to do here is I Google everything. My generation Googles everything. Why go without knowing something when all you have to do is type it into your phone? Or in this case, the laptop. So I can never remember the website to get to the auxiliary forms. So what I normally type in is this, USCG aux forms. And it takes us here to the forms.cgaux.org. Pretty easy to remember, probably something you're going to want to go up here and favorite. So we're just going to click on that link there, and this is going to take us to the auxiliary staff forms warehouse. This is where we have everything that we're going to need for most of our auxiliary career in the terms of paperwork. You've got the auxiliary manual, security forms, new member guides, and just general manuals. This is also where you're going to find links to just different documents. If you're doing vessel safety checks and need some more forms to fill out, you can also get this on this site. However, for our purposes of filling out the 7029, which does record all of the hours you spend generically working with the auxiliary, we're going to come over here to eForms because 7029 has been upgraded to an eForm, which can be a little intimidating at first, but it is extraordinarily helpful in the end. So, here we are. These are all the eForms that the auxiliary has worked to get up on their website. What we're going to be doing is the 7029 here, and we're going to come over to this button way on the right and click it. This takes us to the web form home. Looks like I'm already logged in, but what you're going to get is this screen. You're going to come over here to the upper left-hand corner. You're going to type in your memory number. My computer saved mine, because you can tell I do this a lot. And sign in just like you would with your normal Dirox password. And there you go. Now you're logged in. So what you're going to do is we're going to come over here to Form Access. And right underneath the Form Access, where it gives you a bunch of details, software, lets you know if your computer and your browser is going to be compatible with what they need. You're going to click on version 1.1. And this takes us to your dashboard. This is my dashboard of the hours that I have submitted since joining the auxiliary. To start off with, let's look at a blank form. So whenever you want to start a new form for a new month, you're going to hit New to create a new 7029 online form. And this is the form. You've got your name, your flotilla number, and your email address. And then we get all of the details and all the good stuff down here. On the left, it's going to have the dates for the entire month that you're getting ready to fill out. You can change it if you're ready for next month, or, if you forgot to do December. You can just hit these little blue arrows here and get the dates changed. The other cool thing about the 7029 form, other than that the dates are already filled out for you, that you get these little bubbles that tell you exactly what you need to be doing. So you have the date, pretty self-explanatory. Then we come over to mission description, where you enter for your own reference. RIS officer prefers that we have that there. Trust me, it's a lot easier to keep up with if you know exactly what you were doing and when you were doing it. Which also goes on for saying logging your hours regularly. So, you're going to just click on this little button, or this little space, with your left mouse button, and then type in what you were doing. I did 7029 video. Okay? And then this next section here is where you're going to log the miles and expenses that you used or drove during your mission. So I didn't leave my house, I didn't leave my room making this video, so I won't have miles or expenses. However, if I did, what I would do if I traveled 40 miles to get to a computer and spent $25 on software, that's what I would put here. Granted, it's important to note that these are non-reimbursable from the Coast Guard, but it is still important for Dirox to have a record of what you're doing. So then we come over and we have the hours per mission category. Here, for our flotilla, the main usages are going to be for A, D, and E. 99A is where you're going to put all of your mission activities as an officer, whether that's national, district, division, or flotilla duties. I'm FSOCS, and so the time I spend working on the website, I will put 2 hours. Here, 99B and 99C, I'm not really going to go into, but I will tell you in just a minute where you can get information about what you're going to be putting in those places if you need to put anything there. I have not, but the more active you are in your flotilla, the more different things you'll do, the more you'll need these 2 spaces. But for 99D, our next one, say I spent 3 hours studying for my OXC test, so I type 3. And then 99E, say I spent, 4 hours getting ready to go to the meeting. I really hope it doesn't take you 4 hours to get ready to go to a flotilla meeting, but if it does, that's where you're going to put it. What you've got here is you're going to record the amount of time that you spend getting ready for going to, participating in, and leaving any United States Coast Guard auxiliary events. So, once you have this entire list filled out with everything you did, I hope I didn't give anybody like a spasm there with all of the mouse movements. You're going to scroll down here to the bottom where there are several options. Regardless, you're going to want to make sure that this is always clicked. This little box here. Don't touch it. You need to make sure that Donald Lewis, our SOCIS, is always going to get a copy of this. Now, pretend this entire form is filled out. I have several options here. I can download it if I want to keep a copy on my computer. I can print it if I want to put it in a nice little folder to keep up with. I can save it if I want to go back and fix it later on. I can quit if I didn't mean to do this in the first place. I can restore if I accidentally saved something I didn't want to save, or I can submit when I'm ready and satisfied. Or I can quit if I want to start completely over. So, what you're going to do at the end of the month, when you've got everything done and completed, you hit submit, and you get a copy sent to this email address, and Donald Lewis or your respective IS gets a copy as well. Now, as I mentioned before with the 99B and the 99C, what you can do here, I'm going to leave this page, so I'm not going to save this one, is to get more detail about those is you're going to go to the 7029 field guide here. It's going to take you to this nice little form that gives you category explanations for everything that you've done. You worked as an ICE operations mission, so you helped assist with some form of an ICE operation. That would go under 99B. However, Flotilla 98 will probably not be doing anything like that, but if you are, that's what you would do. And then if you have any other specific questions about how you're going to record your public education information here under 99B, your marine safety with 99C, talk to the flotilla commander or your respective mentor in your area, such as vessel safety checks or marine safety mentors, or any of your fellow flotilla members, or shoot me an email. My information, as well as all of the flotilla staff officers, are on our website. And that being said, I think you are set to go, other than if you need to just select one you've already saved. You need to go back, you're just going to click this little button, hit open, and it will bring you back. There's everything I did last month. I saved it, didn't do a whole lot in December, but there you go. And no, we're not going to resubmit that. So if you have any more questions, just send us another email, and I hope that this was helpful.